And there's nothing like it.
To me, it is totally unique.
It's given me the self-confidence to lead my life the way that I want to lead it.
This is the greatest company in the world.
That coming out of the cake is sure fun. I really like that.
It has made me a better person.
And I'm my recruiter's 13th recruit.
It is a journey. It is a way of life.
It gives me great pleasure to introduce to you the lady who had the vision and the perseverance to make all of this possible, our one and only Mary Kay.
When the company began in 1963, I'm sure Mary Kay had no idea that it would grow into a company of this magnitude. But she had her whole heart and soul in it, and she based it on the golden rule, do unto others as you would have them do unto you. And she's really implemented that. I think throughout the company, that's the underlying feeling among all the girls. And I think that really is one of the reasons it's had such a stupendous success, because she really measures everything by the golden rule. Would she want that done to her? And she was so interested in forming a company that would really pay women, for one time, what they were worth. And so we have a lot of incentive. We can get in and work as much as we like, and incidentally, make as much as we like, and we have Mary Kay to thank for that.
And now for a very, very special guest, and let's give her a big round of applause, our chairman of the board, Mary Kay.
Mary Kay Cosmetics. Today, one of the fastest growing cosmetic firms in the world. It is a difficult company to describe in usual terms because there is so much unusual about it. In a day of increasing depersonalization, it recognizes individual worth. In a day defining new roles for women, it offers them the opportunity to realize their ambitions. In a day of changing values, its existence depends upon people working together, caring and sharing. It's a practical company with marketing and distribution centers across the United States, a financial structure based on concepts of modern business, a philosophy aimed toward long-term growth. At the same time, Mary Kay Cosmetics is a world created by a magical combination of business, glamour, and a firm belief in the ability of today's woman.
Our company started with the objective of giving women an opportunity to do anything in the world they were smart enough to do. Because, you see, it was something that I felt I had been denied in all the 25 years that I had worked. So in 1963, I resigned what was literally a dream position of traveling all over the United States and training people, and I really loved it. But the company that I was with made some decisions that I couldn't live with, and so I decided to resign. And that night I went home and I did what you would have done. I cried all night. And the next morning I got up and sat down at the dining room table because suddenly, from not having enough hours in the day, I didn't have any reason to get up in the morning. And I decided I would write a book on sales for women. And as I began to write on that page, I wrote down first all of the good things that the companies that I had been with had done in those years. And then I wrote down the problems we'd encountered. And one day, in preparation for starting the book, I read the entire script and I thought, wouldn't this be marvelous if somebody would really do this and not just talk about it? And so actually the idea for our company had been born.
Friday, September 13th, 1963, Mary Kay Cosmetics opened its doors for business in Dallas, Texas. Richard, Mary Kay's 20-year-old son, was the business manager. Ben, another son, would soon join him. The sales force was 10 women. One of those is today a national sales director for Mary Kay, Daylene White.
Mary Kay did everything we did back then, and really a lot more. This, of course, made it very easy for us and very natural to follow her leadership and everything that she suggested we do. And she was everything to us. You know, she was our friend, she was our teacher, she was our motivator, she was our leader in every sense of the word that you could ever hope to think of. And whatever we needed, she provided. If we were down, she picked us up, and if we were up, she boosted us higher. And our strength to continue going and growing the way we were was coming from her excitement and her enthusiasm and her belief. And it was from the security of this knowledge that our great Mary Kay spirit was born and prevails as it is today.
Mary Kay enthusiasm down in my heart, down in my heart, down in my heart. I got the Mary Kay enthusiasm down in my heart to stay. I got the Mary Kay enthusiasm.
Everybody is important. Everybody belongs. Everybody has the same opportunity to succeed.
Down in my feet to stay. I got the Mary Kay enthusiasm up in my heart. Down in my heart, down in my feet. I got the Mary Kay enthusiasm all over me to stay. Hey!
So if after 6 years it's still new to me, then it certainly will be to you, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now...
No matter what age or background, every woman at Mary Kay starts at the same level, as an independent beauty consultant. A beauty consultant is in business for herself, but not by herself. Every step along the road to success has been mapped out by the experience of thousands of women.
Because everything you really need to know is right here in this consultant's guide. How many of you have already read this guide? Okay, beautiful. You're going to get so much more out of this class today. Never let a week go by that you do not spend some time studying.
First, you learn the basic things. How a consultant wears makeup. How do you dress? How do you develop poise when you're working with people? And then you learn about this marvelous product and exactly how to put on a beauty show. You watch 3 girls do beauty shows. And you move at your own pace, one step at a time. Then you think, you're director and everyone else in your unit has been through it before, and there's no reason why you can't.
I'd like to take a few minutes to introduce you to somebody very special to me, Mary Kay herself. She's chairman of the board of our company. Mary Kay,
The heart of a Mary Kay career is the beauty show, arranged by the consultant and held in a hostess's home. The number invited to a show is usually 6 guests.
Now, Zane, you're doing a very nice
Well, when I
job.
came home and told my husband that I was going to become a beauty consultant, he looked at me and laughed, and he said, "What do you want to do that for? We don't need the extra money." And I told him that I thought that for me it would be an excellent chance to meet people in my town because I didn't know very many. And it gave me an opportunity to share the product. I really felt we had an excellent product, and that's what I wanted to share. And so I became a beauty consultant, and I see that we really do have something excellent for our customers. I feel it's the best. And they feel this from me, too.
Yes, and if you need a little more, then we'll just apply a little more color right on there.
I like that eyebrow pencil around here. That's a neat trick. You look like a teenager. You just look same.
Oh, thanks. I really like it.
I see women become more beautiful as a result of sharing this cosmetic. It's more than a makeup. It's a sharing and making them feel better about themselves, and that's what this career has become for me, a chance to share.
I think Mary Kay's erased some years from my face.
Well, fantastic. Do you know what's going to happen every day when you use Mary Kay?
More and more years gone.
It's a way of life.
The seeds of greatness are planted in every woman. They just have to be nurtured, that's all. So we created an environment based on things like sharing and truth and love that women really do understand. And when you put all these things together, they really make sense. That's what's built our company.
When you consider the compound annual average increase in sales per consultant...
I'm really not a business person in the sense of handling complicated financial matters like long-term planning and that kind of thing, and I don't really expect our beauty consultants to be either. That's what our corporate staff, our manufacturing, and our regional training and distribution centers are all about. They are our backup.
To keep the business running smoothly, to give needed assistance, Mary Kay Cosmetics has experienced business and professional men and women in a wide range of fields. The data processing department keeps up with inventory and shipping schedules, handles bookkeeping, and makes the consultant's job of ordering a lot easier and faster. Sales promotion plans seminars and jamborees, sales meetings, and an array of continuous promotions, and keeps them going all across the country. Creative people design sales literature and packaging that carries the Mary Kay image. It is recognized as among the best and most innovative in the industry today.
Looking at this, change the distance right there, John.
From the original formulas evolved the array of products produced here at the Mary Kay manufacturing facilities. The whole process is a kind of marriage, a combination of exacting scientific methods, continuous research and development, and the human element of loving care.
Probably the most important activity in manufacturing and in packaging is quality assurance. Quality assurance starts when the raw materials and the packaging components come in the back door, from where they're taken to various quality assurance laboratories, and once the materials are released, they go through manufacturing and processing, at which time quality control becomes everybody's business. Equally important with quality control is our cleanliness. We take tremendous pride in the cleanliness of our Mary Kay operation. It compares with the best in the industry.
The people that work here are each responsible for quality. They are their own strongest critics. They won't put out a product that isn't right. It all stems down from Mary Kay herself.
You see, a woman will buy a cosmetic once, but unless it's really good, unless she really loves it, she will not buy it a second time. And that's why every single jar, every bottle we make must be quality perfect.
To bring Mary Kay services closer to the beauty consultant, a system of distribution and training centers have been built across the United States. They are located in Dallas, Atlanta, Chicago, Los Angeles, and Piscataway, New Jersey. To these centers, Mary Kay products are shipped and warehoused on hand for beauty consultants in the area. But these are more than warehouses. Each is an arm of the Mary Kay Home Office, a regional meeting, training, sales promotion, and market development center for directors and consultants.
That eyeliner should begin where the lashes begin on the inside, and it should
The centers are in
terminate where the
constant
lashes
use for
end
classes,
on the
sales
outside.
meetings, and workshops.
Our product line is small, and we keep it that way to enable each of you as consultants to become better acquainted with each item in the line so that you can express to the customer how she should use each of those items more correctly.
A Mary Kay career is set up so a woman can make top money as a consultant or climb as high as she wants in a career. There are several ways to earn, including the beauty show, repeat sales from regular customers, and by sharing the Mary Kay opportunity with others.
Before I came into Mary Kay, I was working on an assembly line, packing shotgun shells on the graveyard shift for years. And I can tell you that I really didn't get a bang out of it at all.
My husband was holding 2 jobs, and I taught school, and we still just couldn't make ends meet.
When I joined the company, my only motivation was to gain self-confidence and overcome my shyness.
Well, my Mary Kay life began after I was 45, and I've won a lot of beautiful prizes.
And I was able to make more money part-time with Mary Kay than teaching school full-time.
But never, ever in my wildest dreams did I imagine those things could happen to me and my family. But they did happen.
It's just been like one miracle after another for 7 years.
It's a company where you can put God first in your life, your family second, and your business third.
You know, our whole concept is God first, family second, and career third. And I truly believe that if we keep our lives in that perspective, that we can't help but be successful. And of course this stemmed directly from Mary Kay, because this is what she so strongly believes in.
And it was something that I was really looking for, something like this in my life.
And so I quit my other job and started doing Mary Kay full-time, and we made our budget meet.
It also allows me to have purpose in life, fulfilling, to be me, to have my own identity.
This company is just full of people from so many different backgrounds, and people might get the idea that they needed to be prepared for a Mary Kay career, and they don't.
I have something to share with the whole world.
I really love my Mary Kay. It gives me a chance to be with my family, and I'm a better wife and mother because of it. I'm sure I am.
It's something that's hard to describe because it really is more beautiful. It's not a job, it's a way of life.
This company is a company that's more than product. It's a way of life.
It's a whole new, positive, happy, wonderful way of life.
Somebody said that many a race is won at the starting gate, and we have somebody who has proven it, because in her very first week, she had $1,000 in sales. Fantastic. I'm going to be watching for you. Honey Jameson!
Recognition is so important to everyone. I think most men are used to being praised in their jobs, but let me ask you this. How many women do you know, except for the beauty queens or maybe a movie star, who really get applause? One of the things I really wanted was a company where women could get the praise and the recognition that they really deserved. And of course, praise and recognition means winning awards. I have never forgotten an award that I won in a company that I was with at one time. I won the top sales award, and they gave me, would you believe, a flounder light. Do you know what a flounder light is? A flounder light is something that you use when you put on those long hip boots and wade out in the water and gig fish. Can you imagine anything I might have wanted less? I kept that thing around for years to remind me that if ever I got in the position of being able to be the one who gave the awards, not to give flounder lights. But instead, I try to give things that I think women would like to have, like pink Cadillacs and mink coats and diamonds.
Are you ready for the most exciting night of your life? Tonight is the night that dreams come true.
Queen of Sales, Charlene Bourne from...
The highlight of the Mary Kay year is the annual seminar. It's a huge party, a beauty pageant, a happening.
The Revell Power Unit, Lenny Woods. The top director in the USA is none other than Ruel Combs.
Of all the awards in our company, I think the one most precious to me is the Bumblebee, our Diamond Bee. It has a very interesting story. You see, by all the laws of aerodynamics, the bumblebee cannot fly. The body is too heavy and the wings are too weak. But the bumblebee doesn't know it, and so it goes on flying miraculously. So I thought, what a wonderful symbol for us as women. Every woman has within her the God-given power to become the person that she would like to be, and to be able to fly as high as she wants to fly.